Hello, welcome. We're gonna do easy beef stroganoff because it's cold out, it's dark. Beef stroganoff just fills you from the gut, you know, it's good stuff. So let's get working. It's gonna be pretty quick. In this big pot, I've got my water already boiling. I've got a package of egg noodles. I'm just gonna throw the whole package in there. Egg noodles cook up in like no time. So there we go. Just give them a stir, put the lid back on. Let me put both of these burners on the stove top. In the one, which is my big old pan, I've got just olive oil. Oh, that's the one back there. I still don't know the stove kits. Oh, they're all doing that now. It's so cool. I love when things work. Hold on. Watch out. They're all gonna explode. Oh, couldn't you have told me it was on? In this one, I've got a pound of ground beef. This one I do have to light. Okay. And in the back, I've just got an empty pot here. Okay. Look, so far so good. Rear is going to be at about 5. I've also got my oven preset to 350. Let me look at the time real quick. This is a real simple dinner. I love beef stroganoff, and it really is. It's not, the way I make it especially, is not the greatest thing for you, but it tastes really good and it's really comforting. I've got 1½ white onions that I've cut into half moons. I like the pieces to definitely be discernible. But they're not as thin as normal. I'm going to throw these in to the olive oil that's going to be sizzling down. It's going to be yummy. I've also got mushrooms. It's only 3 mushrooms is all I had, but we're going to work with it. And then I'm going to do, like I normally do, black pepper in there. But I'm also going to use a little bit of Worcestershire, the dry Worcestershire. I love the dry Worcestershire. And I'm going to do the same treatment over here to the beef. Black pepper, and then the dry Worcestershire. We've got a lot of flavors going in here, so. Very, very, well, I don't know how, like beer and brr is how I would describe it. If you can find a word for that, then you're good to go. And you should definitely text me with what word that is. I keep telling everyone to text me, no one does. But I also keep telling people to watch these and no one does, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Okay, in this back pan, I've got half a block of cream cheese that I've let sit out. And look, this is a can of cream of mushroom soup, condensed. It's going to go in there. And then I'm going to, just going to pour a little bit of water in there to get the rest of it out. I'm going to put the big old block of cream cheese. Then we're going to do sour cream. I'm going to stir these up. This is the rest of this container of sour cream. And then a new container of sour cream. So that was about 2 big tablespoons in there. Alright. And then we're going to do another 2 big tablespoons of sour cream. In here. Okay. Let me just give this beef a little stursy. Well, that's not what I wanted to use, but it's kind of broken down. Spread out a bit. Now, beef stroganoff, generally people like to make it with pieces of steak, which I don't have. But I like to do it with ground beef because it's faster, it's easier. And if you do it up well, you don't know the difference. So far, so good, huh? Okay. I've got garlic. I'm going to throw it in with the veggies. Put a tablespoonful. Or throw some in with the beef. Put a tablespoonful. And another half a tablespoon in with the wet stuff. And now to the wet stuff, we're going to add mayonnaise. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Okay, we're getting there. Sour cream, I don't need you for right now. This really is fast and easy. Let me give all this a stir in here. Okay, and then I've got a packet of French onion soup mix, which is going in back here into our liquid mixture. I'm going to use the whole packet. All this is going to come together really beautifully. Alright, it's really not what I should be using. I'm going to whisk it all together here. Until it's just kind of a nice brown, creamy mixture. Really creamy, right? That's what you're thinking, huh? The cream cheese has got to melt down some. Right now I'm just integrating all the flavors. Okay. Now, this smells so good. I'm just getting a nice brown on these veggies. I want them to be tender and yummalicious. Let's get our beef kind of just stirred and moving around. That's a lot of beef. It's actually about 1.5 pounds is what it looks like now. And this is done real fast too. Once the beef is cooked up, we're gonna do a little bit of a red wine beef gravy to sort of bring all the flavors together, and then we're gonna be done. All right, let me get you taking a look at all the things happening on the stovetop here. It's pretty neat. So, first off, we got the onions and the mushrooms, the ground beef with the garlic, and then the creamy, saucy mixture back there. I gotta integrate the cream cheese a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the back burner where the noodles are boiling away and done. Let me just make sure. Beyond done. Those things cook up so fast. Ow, that's too hot, so give me a second on that. Stir this together. It's a very thick, yummy sauce. Alright. It's coming together nicely. The veggies grilled up, or browned up, cooked up, whatever you want to say. Done. So this pot's going to go off, and I'm going to put these beautiful vegetables into my red mixing bowl that I just adore. So far so good and really simple, huh? It's totally fine if some of the olive oil that I used in there to grease the pan gets into this. Because like I said, it's a very thick dish. Okay? Today we are listening to the song stylings of Joni Mitchell. That's right, I said Joni Mitchell. Strain the noodles right in the sink here. Ooh, only 2 stragglers. I'm digging that. 2 stragglers. Done. Once they're strained, which is now, I'm going to throw these in here. We're going to compile it all up in here. Okay. And And then we're almost done. I really can't stand the one I'm doing with beef right now, so I'm going to switch on to a different burner. Or a different scarcella. This is really gorgeous ground beef. Okay, while we're waiting for the ground beef to cook up, let's get our casserole dish ready. Because what I'm going to do is bake it up. The casserole dish, just for presentation, really more than anything else. I'm going to spray. I'm going to spray the casserole dish here. Come on down. Take a look-see. I don't want that to burn. And I've got breadcrumbs that are going to go on the bottom and give it sort of a little crust. But you want a real even coat. Kind of around too. And then just pat it. Pat it up until the pan kind of curves up. You don't need a whole crust down here, but a little bit more. There we go. Just going to make a nice coat. Okay. Let's turn the back burner off with our sauce. Come here and I'm going to stir it up for you. Cool. Whisk it. This is going to be the last thing I add. So, it smells great. I'm going to do just a little bit of garlic salt in here. And just a little bit of onion powder to really bring all the flavors together. I did a couple shakes these back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and get our side dish going for this too. It's really not a side dish, it's just some bread. Some English muffin. So I'm going to do up with some olive oil, some garlic, and